Bathtub Boy jumped in on this, and this may be the one thing in the whole of life that Bathtub Boy agrees with me about. But he can't help but get his licks in. Listen to this.
But in our fifth story tonight, with a handful of new exceptions, the leadership of the Republican Party today has no position on a religious-based book burning that will endanger the lives of U.S. troops.
Will those images immediately make their way to the streets in the Muslim world?
They will.
And what will the result be?
Well, again, I think there'll be some backlash, and I think you've started to see some already. And I worry that it'll turn into violence against our troops, Iraq, Afghanistan, and other places as well.
All right, that was Ray Odierno speaking to Matt Lauer. Bathtub Boy said the leadership of the Republican Party has no position on this. Let me see. In the next bite, he named Mitt Romney, Haley Barbour, Sarah Palin as Republicans who have come out against this burning. I mean, that's just a side note on my part. This huge controversy's blowing up all over the place. And in the liberal media, who do they blame for Terry Jones? The fact there is a Terry Jones and he's doing what he's doing. Why did that happen? Who is to blame for that? Well, it turns out it's Fox.
What do you make of all of this? A Holder coming out saying this puts it at a new level, don't you think?
Well, Holder knows that this is naturally what flows from the Fox type of anti-mosque caliber of hate and fear-mongering that we've seen occur in this country. Creepy critters like this preacher crawl out from underneath all of that filth. And that's what we should have expected when they started their mosque attack. This is exactly a constant flow from it. Every fringe group in America, all over the world, every fringe group just needs a reason to act. Yeah. Whether that reason comes from Glenn Beck or Rush Limbaugh or Terry Jones, they're always looking for that fringe nut to get them to act.
Let me get this straight. Terry Jones is the fault of Fox? Is that
because
the deal?
We covered the mosque controversy, which wasn't a controversy until the president made it one, and every network did it.
And I think there was a little bit on one or two Fox shows.
A couple of our primetime shows did it once in a while, but that was it. It blew up when the president talked about it.
Nonetheless, Schultz is obsessing about Fox and blaming Fox for all of this. I mean, he's got this guy, what's his name, Joe Papantonio?
Yeah.
Papantonio says, this flows naturally from the Fox hate. Now, Schultz has a chance to say, well, I hate Fox, but that isn't what it is. Will Schultz walk it back? Listen.
We've got 40 oddballs and an oddball guy who calls himself a preacher that is simply a natural flow from the Glenn Beck, the Rush Limbaugh kind of hate talk that we've seen since Obama took office.
But you can't put this genie back in the bottle. I mean, the fact is there are protests overseas. This is hurting us. You have the highest-ranking military official doing this battle in Afghanistan on record now saying that this is putting our soldiers in danger. So how do we fix this if we do?
Anger Rich, have you checked the records? Did Fox put Terry Jones on the air?
Christine, actually. We looked at the booking queue and looked at all that stuff, and we haven't seen him. And I have not seen him on our air. I've seen clips of him.
He has been on the air. Who's put him on?
CNN.
Well, they actually had him on for interviews.
Several times.
Did MSNBC?
I have not seen him. We played Sapp, his assistant pastor. It was on MSNBC last night.
So basically, the Sapp, the assistant pastor, has been on MSNBC. Terry Jones, the pastor, has been on CNN. We're talking about live interviews here.
That's where it really went international, because CNN has an international presence, and he was on CNN quite a bit.
So let's go back to Ed Schultz talking to Joe Papantonio about who is to blame for all this.
Well, the first thing that you do is you stop giving this guy time to appear on television programs. You talk to the producers at Fox and say, you know what? This country matters more than your ratings. Democracy in this country matters more than your outlandish statements about how mosques are a threat to us, how Muslims are a threat to us. We have to begin with a real discussion by the people who put money ahead of the best interests of this country. Yeah. That's the root of it. If you follow this mosque story, this guy flows from the mosque story. He's no different from the fringe that station encourages all of the time. And my bet is we're going to see this character on Fox more times giving a speech about hate than you're going to be able to count.
You can't count it because he hasn't been on. Jerome in Trenton, New Jersey.
This guy can burn whatever he wants. It's not going to matter none.
Are you supporting him?
He can do what he wants, man. Sure.
You think it's okay?
And Fox is stirring this up, just like
Fox
you
is stirring it up. Fox is
this,
stirring it up. We haven't had the guy on our air.
You got millions of people listening to you every day.
Jerome, you're not listening to me. We haven't had him on our air.
He's on
CNN put him on around the world. MSNBC put his assistant pastor on. Fox hasn't put him on. Why would you blame Fox?
You talk about it all the time, man.
Oh, yeah, but listen, I
Every
have
network
a very successful program. I do not pretend to be heard around the world, and I don't pretend to be able to stir up the American people. I don't think I'm causing this.
Well, there's no. You're overblowing this, man. It's not going to be as big a deal as you say it's going to be, man.
Okay. Oh well, you know, people overblew the. I think the word you're looking for is overhyped. Overhyped the hurricane that was going to hit Long Island too, but
and that didn't happen, man.
Well, people had to get prepared for it. I mean, what do you think is going to happen when this guy burns these Korans?
Nothing. Nothing's going to happen.
All right, so Petraeus is wrong.
Yeah, he don't know what he's talking about.
Okay, Obama's wrong.
Look at the war that's going on.
Obama's wrong?
We're losing it.
Jerome, you're listening. Is Obama wrong?
Well, he don't really have all the information.
Okay. Is Glenn Beck wrong?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh,
of course, he just
Sarah Palin's wrong.
In the street, they just want people at each other's throats. That's all they want. They want.
Jerome, you're not listening. Obama and Sarah Palin have taken exactly the same position on this.
Obama, well,
Petraeus, Obama, Glenn Beck, and Sarah Palin have exactly the same position on. What is this,
John?
What is this?
You are scaring the callers today. They can't even handle you.
They can't stand it. What is it? You want to come in the kitchen, but you don't want any heat?
John Gibson, how did you get to be such a white trash redneck?
You sound like a Nazi, and not a very good one.
Flying through the microphone, that's your job.
John, your rhetoric is pathetic, like a diaper full of poop always on somebody's butt.
Won't you love me, love me, love me, baby?
John Gibson.